Hey guys, and welcome back to Clannad. So, let's just jump right back in. That's what I feel. Guess so. Continuing to feel that, so as to not get in the way of her cooking, I embrace her. I do apologize if my audio does start acting up again. I have no idea what's going on, but I don't know. We are having fun in the shopping district on the last day of holidays, buying sweets and hanging out at the game center. The game Tomoyo plays really did make her look like a girl. She plays a protagonist moving unreliably and gets hit by the enemy. I don't really understand this at all. Hold on. We can't help but have fun. Yeah. I feel it'd be nice to live every day like this. I'm so glad I met Tomoyo. I really think that. That's why I think that things can't continue as it is. There's something I'd like to ask you. About? Your reason for entering student council. There's no reason for you to keep it a secret, right? I'm your boyfriend, right? Do you really want to hear it? Yes, please. It's not really anything interesting. I'm not expecting anything interesting. I just want to hear it from you, that's all. Is that so? Then I guess I will. I'll tell you. Tomoyo smiles in the setting sun. For many people, they don't really have any pressing reasons. Do you know what these might be? I don't know. Talent, maybe? If it's talent, then what you have to do becomes clear. If it's your dream, then that's good too. You're a good person. I'm not right, am I? But if one doesn't have talent, what do they do? Only people who aren't normal and have talent will be popular. What should normal people do? Love. Love's good enough. Don't talk about it like you're tired of someone bragging. But that's what we're doing, aren't we? Besides, if your love is unrequited, you'd have nothing. I guess. So you don't know. The answer's close by. No, even if someone was close, they wouldn't realize it. I feel like I know. But I'm really reluctant to answer. I am. The answer is family. On the spot. But there are families where they've got issues. For example, like me. You're not a stray, are you? Sometimes living one's life is not unlike treading water. I suppose. But aren't there also families where people are depressed or having problems? Yeah, there are. They're just too shy about it. I know all too well. Serious. Doesn't matter if you're really related or not. Even friends are fine. That's how families are. If that's so, then I guess I understand it a bit, but... So, even though you've said that... What? You don't have a family? Oh, I do. They're okay. So what do you want to say exactly? The exact opposite. In other words, just like how there are families, there are cases with no families. All there is the house. Ever since I was young, my parents were always on bad terms. So they argued all the time? They didn't really live like that. They didn't argue. I don't really know what that means. A family with no warmth. No matter what, it was always cold. Even when I entered primary school, joined the athletic club, got good grades, got an award for a picture I drew during summer break, there's nothing. Do you get it now, Tomoya? Yeah, a little bit. I was brought up with no love. To begin with, I never knew what it was. Tomoyo. What? I'm in the middle of my talk. Could you turn around? Around? Tomoyo does so. There shouldn't be anything there. Just that, while she was engrossed in her talk, she didn't catch on to what I meant. That's why I didn't ask for an answer. I go around to her back and embrace her. Tomoyo takes a deep breath as if she were relieved. There are people who don't really obtain happiness and betray each other. That's not happiness at all. Yeah, I know. I've always been so unstable. I'd feel like I wouldn't forgive anything. But then a few seconds later I'd forgive those same things. And then a few seconds later I would hate everything. And this kept on going. I'm sure no one else has really felt this way at all. But everyone's picked up on that. Yeah, people supported me. For me, something like that didn't exist. That's why I was wild. Of course, even people themselves would recognize how delicate it was. Because of that, they didn't do anything. But after that, I gained the support from someone. That's why I realized a lot of things. If it's a guy, I'd be jealous. It is. You serious? Yup, my younger brother. I didn't know you had one. I do. Back then, he was raised like me. Even my brother was bitter when he confessed up front. Even when I hated everything, only my brother would be left. Yeah, my brother was always scared. That's the only painful memory I have of his face. I've never known his smile. I'm really not a good sister at all. It's not your fault. I'll accept your comforting words then. Truth is, I'm a really terrible boyfriend. The problem's even deeper than that. I'll forgive you for something simple as that. Yeah, please continue. I think I was like that earlier because my brother was upset with me. I ran away, leaving my brother behind. That's why he became alone in the family, as if to keep the family tied together. To tie a real family together that had stopped being a family. You know how difficult and unreasonable that is, right? Yeah. 2 years ago in the spring, both my parents, well, finally, they divorced. Both of them probably thought that there was meaning. That they thought that there might be hope continuing on. But in the end, they ended up at that point. It figures. They had lovers already. The family was no longer a family. Even though there would never be a family, it would still be there. It really was a waste. My brother was scared. That's why he used the last means of resort. That is, something that should never be used. The last means of resort. Can you imagine what it is? No. My brother jumped onto a road so that a car would hit him. He ended up in a small hospital room. There the family all gathered together. Everyone had the face of a person. They looked like people. They were pale. My brother escaped death. It was a miracle. My brother used his own body to keep the family together. There's nothing, no love or kindness. We were only family in name. He might have died, but the effects were immediate, because I realized full well when it happened. My brother faced our family alone using death. Everyone took him for granted. How stupid can that be? My brother realized that, alone in that family. I tightened my embrace around Tomoyo. I could feel her shoulder shivering. My brother became torn apart. Even then, with that body, he still smiled from the bottom of his heart. Close by the hospital, on the road lined with sakura trees. My brother in the wheelchair, I pushed it. Like a kid, he smiles. If only he could walk by himself. Just so he could watch the sakura at my shoulders. Even then, he still smiles innocently. A smile I have never seen before. I cry. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys, I'm crying. One-chan, why are you lowering your face? Come on, if you don't look up, you won't see the sakura. One-chan, the sakura look really nice. The greatest little brother I could ask for. I'm proud of him, from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, even now, I'm still proud of him. Well, even though I talk now, I wouldn't tell this to anyone else. Since that day, my brother and I did our best to tie the family together. We worked a lot, and after 1 year I entered this school. At that time, our parents smiled. You could say they were speechless. It was fun, doing our best so we could see their faces like that. I see. Well, I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, you don't need to worry about it. Although I'm getting in the way of your talk, I think I'm just running off with you. If that were true, what you said would be shocking. It was half joke, or I was half joking and half serious. Then I'm half irritated and half happy. But I wouldn't hate my home right now. No way I could. That's unfortunate. So then, I let go of Tomoyo. The reason why you're entering the student council is to surprise your parents? It's not as simple as that. Then what is it? Do you know about what's ahead of Sakura trees? Huh? I don't know how this was related to that, because I turned around to face the trees. What's ahead is a light brown ground. Oh, sorry, it indicates residential land development. Now that you mention it, there was that. The city changes, that's obvious. This place has memories. Ahead of here is the small hospital. Ah, I see. I agree. This was the road you pushed your brother on. That's right. I wanted to walk on here again, with my brother when the Sakura falls. When that happens, we'd hold a conversation, not crying. He said it'd be pretty and everything. That's what I wish for. The city changes, and that can't be helped. But if you can fight it, you will. To save these memories, and not have them left behind. That's why, continuing on that path to school, I want to save the Sakura trees there. Is that so? I will save those trees. That's what I vowed. It's not just for us. It's for the students who attend this school, for people who will enter this school, for everyone. Oh my god. Ugh. Crying. That part always gets to me in the anime too. Oh god. Whoops. It's morning, Tomoya. Yeah. I move my body as the light pierces into my eyes. Morning. Yeah, morning. You wake up the same as always. Even though we're this far into school. You want to get excited or anything? I don't. Why? We'll be spending time together during lunch, won't we? Because it's so soon after the holidays, isn't it? I've been away from classes for too long. If possible, I'd like to spend time together during classes. But that's impossible. But I'm happy you think that. I'll be happy remembering that while in class. But I might not be able to pick up the information during lessons. It might be bad for you, but I've always thrown away lessons. I'm always thinking about you. But don't think anything perverted. My imagination runs wild in that direction. Forgive me. Nope, I won't. I won't permit even a single bit of that during lunch. Well, that's a problem. Oh gosh. They just had me crying and now they're gonna try and make me laugh. How dare! There is a new posting on the bulletin board. It's probably one of the administration members this morning. Oh, sorry, if only something this simple would get rid of a person's rumors, but it doesn't. Which means we'll have to rewrite this by ourselves. Tomoya, don't buy any bread at lunch. She says that as we are about to part. Why? No matter what, okay? And then lunch. A return party! She places 2 lunch boxes on top of my desk. One is rice with an extravagant set of side dishes. The other one is rice with colorful soboro dressed on top. I was going to write your name with the soboro, but it was embarrassing, so I gave up. Then I thought of a heart mark, but that was also embarrassing, so I gave up. Having said that, it's the shape of a bear's face. That alone is embarrassing. It's pretty cute, don't you think? If you look carefully, the way it wakes up is just like you. A masterpiece. The way Sunahara expresses himself shows he's quite removed from the situation. It would make no difference if he ran away. Tomoyo would be here with me. Maybe it's better if I'm not here. Later. As Sunahara gets up from his desk, I wring him by the collar and pull him in. Wait, please, stay. That's an order, so I whisper. To be honest, you two are a pair. There's no way a third person can be here. You eat this bear. If I do that, Tomoyo's gonna kill me. Some of the students peeped over to see what was going on. With something like this, isn't it better to get rid of the evidence as soon as possible? Indeed. What's wrong, you two? I'm digging in. Clapping my hands together, I grabbed the chopsticks, and with a surge of power, I stuffed the bear into me. Thanks for the food. I finished eating it in 10 seconds. That was good, as expected of Tomoyo. That was my lunch just now. What? This isn't mine? Yeah, that's not yours. Yours is over there. Tomoyo puts the other lunchbox on top of her lap. Tell me sooner. I never knew you could finish eating in 10 seconds. Indeed. What a troublesome guy. What should I do? Can you eat that? It's a bit much for me. Tomoyo opens the cover. This one is the one with your name and a heart mark on it. My face falls flat on the table. Later, Okazaki! Don't go! These are my feelings. I wonder how I might eat this. Later, Okazaki! Don't go! Tomoya, would you eat this? Alright. Eat slowly so you can enjoy the flavor. It was bad eating the way you did just now, wasn't it? Yeah. But later, Okazaki. I said don't go! Why, you guys... There, the voice of someone whose hair sway. You're causing trouble again. I won't let this simply pass by. You aren't the class rep here, you know. I'm speaking in Rose's place. Yes, Rose. Hey, you! She looks down on Tomoyo. I hear you're good with fights. Let's have one, mano a mano. No matter how brute Kyo is, there's no way she's a match for Tomoyo. Uh-oh. The two face each other in the hallway. This is bad. What timing, forcing myself in all this time. You'll definitely fall into their kicks. But if this goes on, they'll both lose their memories from hitting each other. You read too much manga. Kyo starts first. Stepping up, she waves her hand like a sword. Tomoyo will be able to handle this without a sweat. If high's no good, go low. Take her legs out. Nimble, she evades it. Tomoyo's not putting up any defenses at all. Maybe she's not taking into account her opponents, her senior. No, with the exception of Sunahara, she wouldn't lay a hand on anyone in this school. And then Kyo. Tomoyo fends her off easily enough, but she wouldn't stop attacking. Looking desperate, she gnaws her teeth. I think she's doing this, not because she's angry, but because of some overwhelming dejection towards Tomoyo. To begin with, why is Kyo seeing her as an enemy? That's enough! Tomoyo lets down her guard, and towards her face. The palm of Kyo's hand slipped through. Why? Why did you? You're only good with fights. It might have been like that up until I entered this school, but I'm doing my best from here on out, no matter what happens. That's what I decided. If by chance if you happen to be on good terms with Tomoya, then I too want to be on good terms with you. That's why I don't want to continue this. We're gonna say something. Her decision to do that is brave and powerful, isn't it? Even though I did whatever I wanted while I was suspended for these 3 days, Sunahara and I aren't even coming late to school anymore. Well, even though we get lunch in return, it's all good. Is that so? Somehow I'd like to get along with you. I'm sorry for being noisy during lunch. I won't do it again, I promise. So please don't start anything. Next time you can join us for lunch. Tomoyo lends out her hand. Yeah, don't kick me ever again. She throws her hand at Sunahara. They both kick him. Well, I'll see what happens from then on.
I don't really know right now anyway. Tomoyo takes her hand. The strongest and the worst take did that to me. Is this okay, Okazaki? Well, why not? If one spoke to Tomoyo for just a bit, and honestly knew her upfront personality, there'd be no way anyone could hate her. And then the three of us spend our time together during lunch for many days. It's fun. But I am all out of time for this episode, guys. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!